Hello guys, and welcome to the final episode of Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 as the Oirat Horde. Alright, so we are now almost at the end of the campaign, and only 4 years left now about, and then we will be done. And to be honest, I don't think I'm going to be doing anything, you know, between this point and the end of the game. So this episode will really be pretty much just be sort of a sort of an episode where we take a look at the world, see how things have gone, take a look at the situation of the world, and you know, all that kind of nice stuff that I usually do in the end of Let's Plays. Okay. So I guess in the meantime we'll try to figure out something to do at least. I guess we can do some of these things, as they really doesn't matter exactly. It really doesn't matter exactly what we take here. So we might as well just click it, just for the lulz. Anything else we could do? I don't think so. Number of colonies. Oh. Nope. Conversion successful. I guess we can do that. So while we wait for the game to end, we can just convert all the peoples. All of them. Conversion. That's nice. Everyone loves a little bit of that. Yeah. I don't know, should I start building buildings? To be honest, I don't really know what to do right now. It's kind of like, I mean, there is really not anything to do right now, other than just wait. I mean, theoretically, I could go to war with Champa, but I don't think I would be able to win the war before the game ends. It just takes too long. It just takes too much time, since I have to fight all of these people here in the coalition against me, so I'm not gonna bother. It's fine, you know. It's fine. It's all kinds of fine. Let's build some last buildings and waste some of that lovely money of ours. That's a symbolic thing or whatever. I don't know. There you go. That should do it. Good supplies. Okay. So yeah, some comments on this campaign, I guess. I would at least say that this has been one of the most entertaining campaigns I've played so far. Especially in this game, but in Europa Universalis 4 in general. I really like what they did with the Horde factions. And, you know, I really like that they actually made them playable compared to how they were before. Of course, I mean, there are things that I would like for them to improve on this. Such as, although those things I have explained before, though. Like, sure, why the fuck not? Like, I wish that if you conquered China, you should be able to, like, form a dynasty. Basically, I wish there was more formable nations, you know? Either that you were able to, like, re-establish the Mongol Empire, which really should be a thing, I don't understand why it isn't. Epic art produced, of course it has. Nice. Whatever. So I mean, in general, I feel like that's something you should be able to do. Like, I think every Horde faction, you know, usually they should sort of have a formable faction. I mean, that's kind of historically what Hordes usually did. They sort of ended up forming something else, like, you know, the Mongols over here formed, you know, the dynasty in China. The Mongols over here formed sort of a Persian empire, kind of, I guess. Timurids went ahead. No, not the Timurids. The Mughals over here formed the Mughal Empire, and so on. So it would be cool if you had some of those decisions, because basically it's sort of a. I guess that's, for me anyways. It feels like a more sort of a realistic way that a Horde nation would sort of a more realistic way that a Horde nation would go ahead and sort of reform its government. You know. Let's do this one. Oh wow, that's not actually going to finish. Oh, that's derpy then. Let's not do that. See if there's anything here we could actually finish. No, well, I guess we don't have much of a choice. I guess we're just gonna have to at least start it and get somewhere. Oh well, is there any regions we could convert sort of as a last thing? Could we, like, convert this shit? No, we don't even have enough points. Wow. No. Shit, I don't think so. Would have to be like a super crappy region, like a one tax. Do we have any one tax? Here are some one taxes. We should be able to convert these ones. It would be a little bit weird, but sure, why don't we do that? So with that, at least we have something to do then. Go! Yeah, let's go. Convert all these one tax provinces to the true faith. All the true faith. All of it. There we go, another level 1. Not level 1, but you know what I mean. That's pretty much the end of our points. I mean, do we have any more level 1s here somewhere? Searching for level 1. It's hilarious how these Siberian provinces are more wealthy than the ones down here in Central Asia. It's kind of awkward, but kind of cool, I guess, as well. All of these are already Mongols, so you don't need to convert them. Aren't there any level 1s down here? Wow, level 11. Whoa, or not level. I don't know why I said level. It's not level. It's incorrect. Wow, here's another 11. Wow. Oh, here we go. Level, and it's already Mongol. Damn it. Oh, here we go. Here's a province we can do. Just do that then. Right, that should work out. Should be a nice little thing. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do the last edit of the Let's Play, and I'll just come back once the game is pretty much over, because there's really nothing more to do right now. So, yeah, I will see you then. Okay, we are back, and it's now the last day in this campaign. If we click this button right here, or click the spacebar, and we let one day pass, then that's pretty much the end of this campaign. So yeah, but quickly before we do that, I think it's right that we go ahead and take a look at the world, and take a look at our own nation, and the rest of the world, and all that, to see how basically, you know, just get an idea on how things ended up becoming in the end. Alright, so I guess we can start out with our own nation. This is our nation. I guess I don't really need to explain too much about it. Conquered pretty much Siberia, China, Mongolia, Korea, this island, which I guess at this point in time was not really regarded as a part of Japan, but I'm just going to call it Northern Japan. This island, which I guess is part of Russia today, so that happened. We also conquered all the stuff down here, so many different nations that are down here, so I don't really care to mention them all. I guess we took a little bit of India as well. I mean, this is a part of India today, I believe, so that's something. We also took Nepal. And all these, pretty much all of Tibet, all of these mountainous areas, pretty much all of the Himalaya, pretty much, yeah. I guess there are some mountains over here. Whether or not they are part of Himalaya as well, I do not know. So, I guess we're just gonna have to live with that mystery. We also took a bunch of Central Asia over here. We never really did conquer all the way. We never conquered all of the steppes, so we never really did recreate the empire of Genghis Khan. But, I mean, seriously, I think with my skill level, this is a rather good way to conclude it, because I don't know, I don't know how people are able to conquer that much in just the amount of time that the game lasts. I'm sure there's a way, but I just don't know how it is. So there you go. Yeah. So that was the political map mode. Now I guess we can take a look at the other map modes. We have the terrain map mode, which looks very pretty, but no one actually uses this map mode, so it's kind of a pointless little bit of map. That's kind of hilarious. Like, you even see, like, not like the developers, they like, oh man, the terrain map mode is so cool, and even like when mod developers like make mods for the game, they're like, yeah, we totally updated the terrain map mode, and everyone's like, yeah, but we don't actually give a fuck, because no one uses the terrain map mode. But yeah, I guess it's kind of cool. It looks cool, just to take a look and see how the world looks, or whatever. Let's move on. We have the Imperial map mode, that is this over here. So we have some interesting facts here. I haven't looked through these all of these yet, so it's going to be interesting to see how it all ended up. The Holy Roman Empire pretty much has the same borders as they used to have, with a couple of exceptions. A lot of territory seems to be owned by other nations. That's interesting, and I don't know what this is supposed to symbolize. Bureaucratic oh, are they the emperor? I think Brandenburg is the emperor. I think they were the emperor at the time. I guess we can click here. Yeah, they are, because they actually only needed 2 more reforms, and they would have been able to reform the empire. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, here we go. They have this thing right here, which makes it so that the emperorship is always inherited by the same guy. So it's kind of funny that they still have these electors when they don't actually matter. Oh well. So that's the Holy Roman Empire. But more interesting about the Holy Roman Empire, though, you can see what the Netherlands have really spread the influence of the empire. I mean, you can see this part here, which actually have sort of become the new de jure borders of the Netherlands. I mean, if you look at the culture here, you can see that this is Dutch. That's kind of funny. So this is Dutch. Is the capital over here? No, it's not. I don't think it is. Can't see it. I'm guessing the capital... Now, the capital of the Netherlands is here for some reason. Brabant, like this landlocked province. Sure, that makes sense. But look at that. The Holy Roman Empire actually... these colonies over here are legitimately a part of the Holy Roman Empire. I believe that's why it looks like. And I think that's what it means. That they have actually added this to the empire. Like Chippewa is a part of the Holy Roman Empire now. Swampy Cree. I think there are some provinces over here. That's kind of funny actually. I haven't. The entire world hasn't been discovered yet. There are still some parts here and there that I just don't know about, like this Nubian territory over here. I believe it's Nubian. Yeah, it's Nubian. So I know there's Nubians living here, but I don't know how it looks. That's kind of funny, I guess. Yeah, let's take a look at the trade map mode. I mean, nothing here has really changed. It's quite valuable. I mean, all these trade notes are quite valuable, except for this one, which sucks for some reason. So all of this is nice, I guess. Yeah, okay, this is the most valuable one. But that makes sense, though. No, this one is Lubeck. Interesting. Well. Yeah, but nothing. No, it's not too many things that are too interesting with the trade map mode, but it's kind of cool taking a look at it and that kind of stuff. Diplomatic map mode. Take a look at our own nation. Oh, I actually forgot to core Almil. I also forgot to core this place. Wow, okay. I did convert it though, but I never cored it. Well, I guess we will never core it then. But we at least began coring one of them. That's as good as it gets. We can also harsh treatment them a little bit to get rid of some points. I don't know why we would want to do that, but here you go, diplomatic map mode. Fancy. There's a bunch of these other diplomatic map modes, but oh, wow, seems to be a war going on over here. End game war right there. Spain has a claim on this province, really? Spain. For some reason, Spain has claims on all the Indian coast. That's gotta be an event. Well, I refuse to believe that they have fabricated all that. That would be kind of hilarious if they had that. If they have, though. Hindustan have claims on all this. No, they have cores on it. That's right, because I conquered it from them. No, they only have claims on this stuff, though. Huh. Alright, sure. That's the diplomatic map mode right there. Then we can go into the opinion map mode. People in the world don't really like me too much. People are like, nah, we don't know. Some people like me though, like these Africans over here like me. Of course, that is not a nation, and I am pretty confident that this color do not properly represent what these Africans over here actually think of me, but yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, fuck you, Portugal. Just because you don't like me doesn't matter, because the fucking people of Greenland kind of like me. At least they're neutral. Oh, here's a nation that is not exactly red. Look at that, I actually kind of approve of Aztec. Look at that. It's like everyone is yellow, but me is like, I think you're cool. I like you. I don't know why that is. What's their opinion of me? Are they, no, it's not positive. Damn it! Thought someone loved me, but I guess they don't. The Oirat Horde love themselves though, and that's just gonna have to be enough. Oh well, move on to the coalition map mode. You have seen this map mode a billion times, so no need to take a look at that. Region map mode is not changed. We do like that. I can take a look at the world's regions. These are mainly just important for events and stuff, I think. Like I don't know the exact requirements to form nations, but I've seen some mods at least do it. Like, instead of making it so like it used to be that you have to, like, let's say if you want to form Hindustan, you have to conquer that and that and that and that and that and that province. Instead, they've made it just control a certain percentage of the Hindustan region, and there you go. Or I guess it's called India. Yeah, the India region. Whether or not I can't actually say for sure how that actually works in in the vanilla game, but there you go. Culture map mode! Yay! Everyone loves culture, and I totally forgot to do the religion one. I'm gonna get back to that. So here you can look at the culture map mode of the world. See how things have become. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see too many super hardcore parkour things. No, the Arabs haven't done much. The Portuguese, on the other hand, they've spread their culture quite nicely around. South Africa is pretty much Portuguese by now. Congo is Portuguese. Like it's not really too much of a surprise when, let's say, South Africa becomes Portuguese, because this starts. I mean, the game starts out with this being uncolonized. So, just by the fact that they have colonized it, they have changed the culture. But this is more interesting, the fact that they have actually changed the culture of the Congo to their own culture. And like over here as well, a lot of these provinces start out uncolonized, but a lot of them actually, but at least some of them start out as, you know, actual regions. So that's pretty cool. Same applies for English. They've also sort of spread their culture a little bit to Africa. And a little bit to the Americas. They haven't overdone it, really. They're taking a casual approach to it all, but that's fine, I guess. The Africans are still doing fine. No big deal there. Spanish, I guess that's the same as the Portuguese. Yeah, they've pretty much done what they usually do in just blob America. Yeah, they haven't done as much as they did it historically, but well. But the other Iberian cultures have survived, though. The Catalan and the Andalusian and the Galicians, they're all fine. They haven't really had any issues. The Frenchies are pretty much the same, with a few exceptions. You have this little awkward region here, and of course the Dutch, who have just conquered Normandy like crazy. I guess we can take a look at the Germanic people while we're at it. I don't know how much Austrian culture there is in the beginning of the game. I don't know if it's this, you know, spread out. I can't say for sure. I don't know. But yeah, this looks pretty normal. Once again, with the one exception of the awkward Dutch. Like the Dutch is like the Netherlands are like the exception to everything, you know. They're like the one. They fucked up the imperial map mode, the culture map mode, and no, the religious map mode is fine. No, let's finish up culture before we do that. The Polish have spread their culture, a decent little chunk. That makes sense, as they do own a huge fucking empire. So I respect the fact that they have spread their culture. I've done the same, so it's understandable. The Hungarians, I think they haven't done anything at all. They're pretty much the exact same as they start out the game. I don't think these provinces start out Hungarian. I don't believe they do that. Silesians, Czechs, and all of these people are totally normal, so no big deal there. Prussians, I think that's okay. I don't know exactly. I think there's some small changes, but no need for that. Old Prussian, yeah, these cultures are not doing so well. The Finnish are doing fine. Uralic is still a thing. Sami is still a thing. And in general, these guys have done a nice job. I don't know whether or not this region here starts out as a Swedish county or region, whatever. But I don't know. If it doesn't, then there you go. Norwegian, Swedish, and Danish are pretty much as they usually are. This is still Sami, but well. Interesting how the Danish, even though the Danish rule pretty much all of this shit, they haven't really done too much to change the culture of it all. They're like, yeah, sure, whatever, it's fine, you know, no big deal. We'll already take note of the Irish, or the Celtics. They've actually, yeah, look at that, the Bretons actually have a tiny little bit of a colonial empire on their own, so they've actually spread their culture a little bit. So now, everyone, the culture of Sumba is Breton. Because logic, that's why. Alright, let's take a look at the Slavics down here. Are Romanians Slavic? I remember seeing maybe do they speak a Latin language here? I think I've read that somewhere. Can't remember perfectly. But there you go. Croatian barely survives, but they do survive, so all of these guys are fine, I think. Not too much of a big deal. It's all cool, brah. You got this. Take a look at the Russians, the White Russians, or is it the White Russians? Or is it, I know it's Belarusians, but is that another name for them, or is that only in Norwegian? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Russian, Ruthenian, blah blah blah. Somewhat absorbed by the Polish, but other than that, they're fine. And no, let's save the takes for the last. Let's take a look at the Persians. Nothing interesting there. The Indians, I don't really have too much control over exactly how these cultures start out, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. These guys are doing okay when you think about how much they have, how much of their original lands have been taken by the Europeans. Yeah, once again, culture, herp derp. The Chinese derps are doing fine, kind of. They have been a little bit blobbed by the Mongols, but other than that, they're cool. The Native Americans, though, are kind of interesting, how they actually still are a thing. Like, you can expect these guys to still be a thing, as they are not colonized yet. They will never be colonized. But the fact that the Creek actually survived, and not only that, all the cultures are intact. I mean, that's pretty cool. Same would apply down here in the south. Of course, yeah, look at that. The Mayans, these guys are still doing fine. The Aztecs kind of got blobbed by the Portuguese, but other than that... But I think the most interesting part of it all is the, of course, the Mayan, some of the nations still do live, like the Aztecs and the Maya both are still a thing. But I think the most interesting thing is the fact that the Inca are still a thing. Look at that, 12 technology and military, yet they still survive. Same applies for these guys, 11. That's like, wow, how does that even make sense? I don't know. Alright then, I think that's it for... No, of course we need to take a look at our culture group, which is the Mongol or the Altaic one. The Mongol culture clearly being the winner here, that's understandable as we are the Mongols ourselves, so there you go. You can see those provinces that we sort of last converted are here, so now we have this sort of blob of Mongol culture over here. Pretty cool. Tartar, Azerbaijani, Turkmen, Uzbek, Siberian, it's all cool. No big deal. Yeah. Fuck yeah, Mongol culture for the win. Okay, let's move on. Let's do religious map mode next. So, the Catholics are doing fine. So are the Reformed and the Protestants. You know, these aren't too abnormal. I mean, this is pretty much how you would expect the map to turn out. Well, it's kind of interesting, though, how a lot of the Catholics, they don't have, like, their nations aren't as clean as you kind of would expect them to. They have a lot of these bits of Reformed Christianity inside of them. Interesting. Yeah, Reformed. Orthodoxy, it's not doing very well. Pretty much closing in on extermination. They still got some territory, but the majority of it is occupied by others, and so it's only a question of time. If the game would have continued, then it would only be a question of time before the Orthodox faith would have died out. But that's also totally normal. That always happens to me anyways. And, ooh, Cyprus is actually purely Orthodox. Cyprus actually converted. It's kind of to be expected, but still, interesting. I guess we can take a look at the Muslim world now. Sunnis are... I guess Islam didn't really do that well in this game. You can see a lot of their territories, like over here in Morocco, like down here in Africa. And of course over here in like Asia have all been taken by other faiths. They did do a decent job down here in India. You can see a lot of these provinces are Muslim, but it's not like, you know, it's not too unusual. These guys did have a good day though. I mean, these guys survived pretty nicely. They didn't really expand too much, but you know, what are you gonna expect? Mutapa converted. No, they did not. They got conquered. Okay, whatever. Close enough. Yeah. If you could take a little bit more look at Christianity. Here's a little bit of an interesting fact. You can see how the Creek actually converted to Catholicism. That's very interesting. So I don't know what that's all about, how they did that, but there you go. The other Indians did not fail their ancestral religion, or whatever you want to call it. They're still shamanists and animists. No, the Mayans actually did convert to Catholicism, and they're a noble republic. Wow. But they did never westernize, though. Wow. The Aztecs, though, they did. They did also not westernize, but at least they are. They're also a noble republic. I'm guessing that's all because of the like peasant revolts and that kind of stuff. The Incas, though, they have stayed true. They're animists. Good job, Inca. You're doing a nice job. Yeah, more Christianity over here in Japan. Like, Japan is so weird. I don't know what happened to them. Like, I've explained this situation before, but like, the majority of the people are Catholic Christians. A minority is Shinto, yet the government religion is Buddhism. And yeah, These islands are kind of a little bit all over the place depending on who owns them, or more accurately, who colonized them back in the day. That's fine. I think that's about it when it comes to religion. I think there's not too much difference that we need to take a look at. This is fine. Yeah, of course, we have Buddhist Alaska as a result of our colonization of the place, as well as southern part of this island in New Zealand is Buddhist. But other than that, I don't think there's too much super hardcore parkour interesting. So let's move on. I don't know what else we could do now. Spheres of influence? I have totally not been paying attention to this, so let's just skip that. Revolt risk, it's all fine. Whatever. Colonial map mode, I guess that's kind of interesting. You can sort of get an idea of what regions never got colonized. Pretty much all of the Americas did get colonized, except for these provinces over here. Get some African provinces that were never colonized. Of course, that's because they are bordered by nations that cannot colonize. If the game would have continued, the Portuguese would most likely have colonized this, but other than that, it's fine. Greenland, though, was never actually colonized. I find that surprising, how that happened, or how that didn't happen more accurately. Asia, on the other hand, just got all kinds of colonized, so... yeah, I really don't get the whole Greenland thing, though. Wow, that's weird. Economical map mode, we are... you know, this only applies for our nation. We can see, of course, that the Chinese area is producing all those valuable trade goods like Chinaware and that are by far the most valuable they got, so nothing too special there. Manpower is standard. Once again, the Chinese provinces are doing well here. A lot of these provinces are doing also very nicely, though. I guess that's because we built so many buildings at these areas at some point before I sort of stopped giving a fuck about my manpower. Technology, we never did become quite green, but we did at least get yellow. Kind of a nasty little yellow color, but at least we're not reds. I mean, we are rather superior to the Japanese and the Indians and all that. The Persians are not superior, but they're pretty much the same as us, I think. Yeah, not exactly the same, but they are similar, just in different... yeah, similar total amount of tech, but yeah, you get what I mean. By the way, did Brunei ever westernize? They did! Brunei actually ended up westernizing. I don't think any other nations did that. Except for me, of course. I can't... oh no, that's me. No, I don't think any other nations did it. Interestingly enough, like Poland, for example, they never did it, and Muscovy never did it either. All of these nations never did anything. Weird. Native Americans are, of course, quite crappy in technology. That's to be expected. Trade value, once again, China doing really nicely there. The blue ones are gold provinces, though. We do have a couple in Siberia, but other than that, it's all natural and fine. Supply limits, that's pretty green. I don't know what that's all about, but there you go. How come this wasteland is greener than this? I mean, what? No, that's okay. I don't even know what to say about that. Buildings, I believe that's what we're building. Or, I guess the greener it is, the more buildings we ended up building. Yeah. So these are the special buildings. Oh, I guess the greener it is... fuck, I don't know. I don't really understand all this. Oh well, there you go. Buildings. Missionary. This region is not getting converted, but we could have converted it if we tried. Currently converting this place. Never got to do it though. Sad, sad. Player. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's no kind of awkward having this map mode when this is single player. And then we have the accepted culture map mode last. Han being the only really accepted culture other than Mongol itself, so there you go. That's fine. And that's all of the map modes that we will ever see. Should we take a look at the ledger? No, I think you guys have a general idea. Not too much of a big deal over there. I mean, you get the deal. No problem. It's all fine. What else? No, I really think that's it. I think that's it. I think we have looked the world. Oirat Horde, Alaska. I think this is it. Not too many nations in America got their independence. I guess a decent chunk of them. We have Quebec, Canada, Paraguay. Actually, they're quite new. I think I haven't seen them before. We got Chile, It's pretty interesting. Just some little bit of Chile down here as well. Who'd ever think that would be a thing? Chile fighting Inca. Like a legitimate war between the Inca and the Chile. That's pretty funny. Of course, there are a lot of these funny little things. I guess we can take a look at all the funny little things that you can find throughout Europe before we end. Or not only Europe, the world in general. You have Ethiopia controlling a part of Arabia for some reason. Iraq is a thing. That's quite usual though. No, it's nothing special there. The Ottomans, they didn't actually do that well. I mean, they kind of... I don't know if I want to call it a failure, but they kind of was... I mean, for being the Ottomans, I think I would go as far as calling this a little bit of a failure. They actually never conquered Trebizond. That's funny. They have... it seems like they have pretty much... what religion are they? Are they... No, they're Sunni, so they were actually conquered at some point. Wow, the Sunni Merchant Republic of Trebizond. That's pretty funny. But here's something I really like though, the way that Armenia actually became a thing. Because I think the only, in the beginning of the game, yeah, here we go, it's still actually like that. The only region in the world that is Armenian is this one. I don't know if they start out with cores on anything else. I don't think they do, so I think this is just pretty cool, how they actually managed to become a kingdom in their own right. They actually ended up becoming more powerful than Georgia in the end. And Cyprus owns part of Crimea. Wow. I wonder if... I don't think Genoa ever lost this province over here. I think they kept it. They do start up with this, right? I think they do. Here's something kind of funny though. The Sultanate of Epirus. I find that to be kind of hilarious. Greek Sultanate, Muslim, and just the whole idea that it's Epirus. And they don't even own Epirus, so... Or Pyrrhus. Fuck, I don't know how you pronounce these guys. Montenegro actually got their independence. I don't know, do they start out independent or do they not? I do not know. Naples, kind of close to forming Italy. They never got that though. They never got that far. But here's of course the most glorious thing in Europe. Ulm! The fact that they actually... I mean, that's hilarious how they actually became a thing. The Republic of Ulm. Pretty hilarious. Austria failed at life. I don't think I need to say anything more about that. Bavaria kind of, I don't know, did what Bavaria do. The Hansa actually sort of made a little bit of an empire for themselves here. That's pretty hilarious. And Saxe-Lauenburg actually got some territory. That's like one of those nations you never ever see do anything. Like those nations who have like those German miners who have like those, what is that thing called? In Norwegian it's Bindestrak, but I don't know what it is in English. Shit, I don't know. Yeah, basically nations that have like two different names are always those nations that you never really see win or do anything, you know? France. Of course Portugal. Of course. Portuguese lowlands. I guess the Portuguese sort of took upon them the role of Spain here and rule this area. Pretty hilarious. And the borders are so weird. It's kind of like you start out here and it's like just blobs its way in here. Hainaut kind of survived. That's good for Hainaut, I guess. Burgundy also is a thing, but here's something. I always like when this happens, when French miners get actually become independent and semi-powerful, like Yen here. I know I'm not pronouncing these things correctly. That's just, you know, don't expect them to pronounce anything French correctly. Orleans as well. I mean, they're all independent from France. France really just... I mean, when you look at the map over here, you sort of get the... You feel like France is like super awesome and powerful, but they are really not. I mean, they're really weak. They only got these territories. I actually believe they moved their capital, if I'm not totally mistaken. I think their capital is somewhere... Yeah, here it is. The capital. So, Konoye is the capital of France. So, yeah, that happened. The Mamluks survived. I guess that's good for them. They didn't get totally crushed by the Ottomans. Of course, I mean, there are some other things that you can mention, like Hindustan form, but we all know that, so there's no real reason to point it out, really. Ireland became independent, though. That's and they actually were, they were. And I, if I remember, I don't think Ireland actually ever formed. I think they only, you know, Britain conquered it all, and then Ireland revolted instead of like Tyrone, for example, revolting. I think that it was just Ireland itself that revolted. I can't say that for sure though, but it's kind of hilarious. They don't officially own all of Ireland, but they do unofficially do it. I mean, they haven't officially annexed Leinster yet, but they do occupy it. So, yeah. Gotland is a thing. I believe if I remember correctly, they were actually a lot more powerful in the beginning of the game. They owned a lot more at some point, which is kind of hilarious. I mean, fucking. It's a tiny little bit of a... You can't compare it to, like, I don't know, like Jan Mayen, which you can kind of see up here. You can sort of see that there's supposed to be some land over here, but you just can't see the the island itself. I think that's pretty much the location of Jan Mayen. Oh, here we go. Jan... maybe it's not. The game claims that this is the Jan Mayen Sea. Yeah, I would... Whatever. Fuck, I don't know that much about Jan Mayen, even though I'm doing a Let's Play of them. Yeah, I think that's about it. And it's time to go ahead and end this campaign by clicking this button right here. So, how about we do that? Alright, let's go. And the epic autosave, last autosave, and there we go. That's the end of the game right there. 11th of November, 1444 to 2nd of January. Really? I thought it was only... Whatever. So now we can take a look at our score. So we did beat the Ottomans. We did not beat France, Britain, or Spain. Kind of... I don't know if that's... Yeah, I guess it's legit that we never beat Great Britain. I mean, they were superpower beyond superpower, you know. But, I mean, we are westernized, so... I don't know what I'm totally not been paying attention to score, so I don't really know what these things actually. Your score is determined how well. There's detail. Okay. Diplomatic rank. Is that technology, or is it my points, or is it? I don't know. My diplomatic rank sucks though, but I am first in military and first in administrative. So yeah, take that, game. So let's take a look at some of our statistics. We had 307,000 dudes, quite a sizable army. 77 ships, could have had a little bit more. Yeah, our navy wasn't that impressive, to be honest, but you know, that's understandable. We are not a naval nation. 151,000 infantry. Wow, 66,000 units of artillery. Quite badass. You can take a look at our history, which is very long and stuff. The infidels of Al-Mudi embrace the one true faith. Buddhist, Western... Yeah, look at that. I just increased the ability for the lols all the way to the max. So, there you go. I think our nation ended up quite nicely. We had like 3 stability, close to maximum prestige, you know. It's pretty cool. We did actually have some overextension in the end of the game. 231 provinces, that's pretty good. Not quite 100% religious unity, but yeah, it's fine. 38 ideas. So yeah, this is our ideas: quality, trade, offensive, religious, diplomatic, innovative, and exploration. So here's the thing we had. We had the largest army, the 7th largest navy. I don't know, that's okay. We had the most provinces, we had the highest province value, we had the highest income, and the 2nd highest trade income. And I think having the 2nd highest trade income as China is kind of... I think that's pretty good. I mean, because trade does flow from China to Europe, so Europe does not need to produce as much goods themselves in order to become wealthy off trade in the same way that China has to, because a lot of trade is just sent to a lot of the wealth in China is just sent to Europe. So yeah, take a look at these scores. No, Norway's on the bottom. What? You dick, game. I think 25. 25 is over or underdoing it a little bit. Are you really telling me that Bremen, whatever, is more powerful and successful than Norway? I must say I don't agree. honest opinion. I just don't agree. I mean, that's just how things are. So let's take a look at the people we beat. We beat Venice. We beat Sweden. Haha. That's bullshit. Sweden had 1,100 and Norway had 25. Yeah. Yeah, sure, game, sure. Fuck you too. We did beat Austria, we beat Portugal, we beat Russia, and we beat the Ottomans. In historic scores, that is, so... Okay, I think that's about it, so why don't we go ahead and quit the game? Yeah, I mean... Sure, let's go ahead and quit the game. And this will be the end then. Resetting game state. So yeah, that's the end of that. That's the end of that Let's Play. So yeah, thanks so much for watching this Let's Play of Europa Universalis 4 as the Oirat Horde. Really do hope you have enjoyed this Let's Play. I have enjoyed it myself. Hope you're looking forward to the next Let's Play, and make sure to watch my other Let's Plays and all that. Of course. And yeah, until next time, bye.